So Rochdale 13 with Alan Kilshaw ahead of Sunday's game with Sheffield Eagles. Just want to touch on the Whitehaven result and the performance. Do you feel that looking back it fell below the standards that you and the coaching staff set?
Yeah. You know, we're disappointed with what we performed. We're disappointed for our support. And look, there's excuses in there. You know, we lost Mohoz early. No Massam, no Palfrey. Dual registration players that we've had regularly weren't on, with us or available to us. But there was a lot of things that were inexcusable. We'd controlled the first 20 minutes, I thought, and even at 8-0, when they scored their first try, we were well in the game, and the lads their heads went down a little bit. Pretty fragile group at the minute. Confidence is low, and it didn't need to be. And after that point, it was a little bit of trying too hard as well, and it just affected us a little bit. And going in at half time, we tried to fix up a few things, but obviously the try after half time was a bit of a killer, and we're disappointed how it ended. And like I say, there was a little bit of trying too hard, but there was some stuff on the day that was inexcusable, which we've addressed, and looking for reaction this week, looking for performance to repay the faith, of those supporters, and just to lift the mood of the whole place. A performance on the weekend will do that.
And that defeat came with a lot of negative reaction, a lot on social media. What do you make of all those comments?
Well, fans are entitled to their opinion, and it's good to see some passion and some passionate support. We're a members' own club, so it'd be great to see that passion, off the field and trying to get the club out of the predicament they're in. We've got to realise we've got a young group. We've got a young group. And for those players to see things said about them, disgraceful, embarrassment, it's tough for them to read. Pretty fragile, and confidence is down at the minute. We need everyone together. We need everyone behind the club. There's going to be some bad days. There's going to be some good days, and we've got to be together. In both. And yes, it wasn't a good performance. And yeah, we did let ourselves down, but. Like I say, we need to be united, and we need to be behind the group. Look, we knew in November it was going to be a tough year. There was going to be some tough days. Then we knew in January, it got a little bit worse. So it's not an ideal situation that we're in, the predicament we're in. But those supporters can stick with us and get behind the lads. And like I say, let's fuel that passion into other areas off the field. We're all in it together, and we need to be united.
And some of that negativity was pointed towards the coaching staff. Has that had any effect on yourself and your fellow coaching staff?
Because coaches, you get advice, you get criticism, and you get praise. You've got to take them, all the same. Look, what I would say is, in the last couple of seasons, I don't think we've let them support us down. We've got promoted, we've stayed in the division against the odds, and we've overachieved. We're in a difficult period at the minute. We recognise that, but there's some factors that are influencing that. We're working harder than ever, and but we feel it as much as anyone else. I want to win more than anyone else, and I'm as disappointed as everyone else, and so is the coaching staff. So we'll cop it, and try and shield the players away from that as well. Like I say, I don't think we've let anyone down in the last couple of seasons, and we're confident that the outcome that we need from this season, we can still get that. And so there's a long way to go yet. We're a long way to go. I think we've got 22, 21 league games to go, and we get some bodies back, and we get a regular team, or even a regular spine, which we've not had. One of those factors that I've alluded to. I'm sure we can kick on and put some performances together and get enough results to get that outcome that we need.
And on to Sheffield. I know you're obviously disappointed with the loss on Good Friday at their place. Is it about righting a few wrongs when they visit on Sunday?
I don't think that game counts for much. It'll be, this week, it's two very inconsistent sides, which you can see on paper, and it's which Sheffield turn up and which Rochdale turn up, and we're just going to, look for that, put in that performance, and performance will lift the whole place. Like I said, and lift the mood of the place, and that's what we need. We need to work harder than them, and really focus on that. Look, they've got some quality in the side. We got some threats. They picked up another win at Swinton, which was a tough game. But again, they backed that up with a poor performance against Leigh. So they've had a week off to stew on that, so I'm sure they'll come fired up and they'll get some bodies back as well. So it's going to be a difficult challenge, we know that. We've got a couple of bodies out as well, so it's a backs to the wall. But we've been in this position before, and that's when we're at our best. And look, the Good Friday game was disappointing, but it's all about this Sunday and what's in front of us and you know, how we go this week.
And you've mentioned there's some bodies missing. Are there any likely to return on Sunday? And is there any dual reds coming in?
We've not finalised the squad yet. You know, there's a few different permutations. We've got a couple of runs. We've got to see those guys get through that. Masson won't play, still with that rib injury. Palfrey definitely won't play for a couple more weeks, and there's a couple of guys who are 50-50 as well. Moores won't play either, so you know, there's some key players out for us. Like I say, it's backs to the wall. But you know, we've got a couple of guys in on trial, and get a couple of guys back, and a couple of guys who've not been playing who deserve a shot this week. And there's 17 players that go out there, you know, we're giving their all for that performance and hoping, you know, to get that win.